Welcome back to MMO Madness Behind the Troll Mask. This is episode 2, The Rise of the Griefer, when trolls got tactical. Last week we cracked open the history books, talking about how online worlds were born from text-based imagination, player respect, and a whole lot of patience. But today we move from the early days of curiosity to the era of cruelty. This episode, it's all about the griefer, the player who logged in not to win, not to roleplay, but to ruin. Let's get into it. So let's talk about tactical trolling. Let's be real, griefing didn't start with malice. It started with experimentation. Someone figured out in Ultima Online that you could drag a poisoned potion into someone else's pack and flag them for PvP. It was hilarious but brutal, kind of genius. Then came EverQuest. Players learned you could train mobs, dragging a horde of aggressive monsters into town like the Pied Piper of Rage. Level 5 newbies logging in to instant death. And the worst part, no one could stop it. These weren't just random players, they were tacticians, engineers of pain. In the world of Warcraft, we had corpse camping. In Stranglethorn Vale, where rogues would vanish and repeatedly gank you the second you revived. One guy on my server went by Gangsternaut, made an entire YouTube series of it. He was infamous. He had fans. Griefing became a career choice. Some players justified it. Hey, it's part of the game. Hey, you get good. If the devs didn't want me to do it, they'd patch it. And to be fair, game mechanics allowed it, sometimes encouraged it. But the consequences. Entire guilds disbanded, friendships ended, servers became toxic war zones, and griefers got off on it. Because for them, ruining your fun, that was the fun. Infamous griefers and dirty deeds. Let's talk names. There was Lich Daddy, an EverQuest necromancer who single-handedly locked down a dungeon for 3 weeks just to stop another guild from progressing. In WoW, you had Snacks, a hunter who tamed rare mobs just to despawn them, then parked AFK in Stormwind for the flex. And then there were the orchestrated grief events, like when a guild in Final Fantasy XIV pretended to be a welcoming RP tavern, then crashed a wedding by summoning a mob into the ceremony. Griefers weren't just annoying, they were organized. They knew the rules, knew the gaps, knew how to use them as weapons. One guy on my old server even convinced a new player he was an in-game GM. Made him drop all his gear for inspection, took everything, vanished. That poor player, he quit the next day. These stories aren't just digital campfire tales, they're warnings, cultural artifacts, proof of what happens when systems bend and bad actors push until they break. So what did we learn? Griefers aren't just jerks, they're architects of entropy, and some of them are pretty damn smart. But here's the thing, their legend only lives if we remember it, and sometimes remembering helps us grow. Helps devs tighten systems, helps communities learn to protect their own. Today, most games have tools to fight back, vote kicks, moderation, AI-based reporting, but the troll mask still exists. Some just wear it a little more subtly now. And as long as there are games, there will be players trying to break them. In the next episode, we'll dig into the psychology, why some players go dark, and what it says about us when we do. But for now, log off, take a deep breath, and maybe don't click that suspicious trade window. If you've got a grief story, or better yet, a revenge arc, send it in. You might hear it on a future episode. Until then, stay safe and stay out of aggro's range. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Subscribe now to MMO Madness, Behind the Troll Mask, sponsored by Boss Mode Fashion, Because even if your DPS is trash, your outfit doesn't have to be. Find your next respawn-ready outfit at bossmodefashion.com.